is a year on now, again, leading up to Kennedy's death. And you can see there on October 11th, 1963, the DOJ demands for AZC to register. The department expects a response from you within 72 hours with regards to this matter. And then you can see on the 17th that Walter Yeagley noted of a DOJ AZC a meeting that they essentially said they were making a plea for no registration, stating it was the opinion of most of the people that were affiliated with the council that such a registration would be so publicized by the American Council on Judaism that it would eventually destroy the Zionist movement. Now, I want you to think about that. If all you have to do to be, like, it's not a crime, you can be a foreign agent, right? If all you have to do once you become registered under FARA is to reveal your expenditures, reveal how you are being funded, allow people to understand where you are getting this money from, why would they be this opposed to it? A year on, using lawyers, calling judges to get involved, trying to persuade the public, trying to essentially cause a smear campaign and saying that it's going to radically shift Jewish opinion, that it's going to put Jewish, the Zionist movement on pause. What would it have plausibly revealed if they had done that? I don't know the answer to this. I'm never going to know the answer to this, because what we do know is that a couple of weeks later, JFK got shot. Okay. Now, if you're instantly connecting the dots and going, oh, well, of course, it must have been a Zionist who did this, I think that would be a little bit too far of a stretch. But when you compare the policies of JFK, who did not want them to be funded, and what was running parallel to this, of course, was that he was on the phone arguing, screaming, having fights with Prime Minister Ben-Gurion of Israel, because he also did not want Israel as a state to become nuclearly armed, okay? And they're fighting on the phone. They still won't declassify these arguments that he was having, but they absolutely were at each other's throats and they hated each other. And he was very opposed to the Dimona reactor. This is something that you can even find in speeches like the Gaddafi speech. When he speaks about what really happened to JFK, everybody knows that he was opposed, strongly opposed to Israel and nuclear armament. He kind of just leaves that out there. When you add those two things together, you go, okay, well, would it be a conspiracy to suggest that Ben-Gurion and the state of Israel hated him and he was opposed to them, and he was opposed to them getting funding, and he was opposed to them having undue influence in American politics, and then he dies? And then you weigh that against the fact that the problem for them instantly disappeared as soon as JFK died.